Hey ChatGPT, what are some of the most commonly Googled questions about insurance? We're going to answer those in this video. All right, so I went and asked Chat, hey, what are the three most common questions that people are asking about insurance? So we're going to tackle those three here in this video. First is a pretty basic question, which was, how does car insurance work? Well, you're going to go get car insurance. You have to have car insurance if you own a vehicle. And that insurance is going to follow you, not that vehicle. So if I go drive a buddy's vehicle, my insurance is what's going to pay out if something happens there. So you're going to have different components of that policy. And we're going to start with bodily injury. There's an accident and somebody's injured that's a result of you causing that accident and you're at fault there. That bodily injury, that's going to pay out there. That also has a line there for property damage. That's also where it's going to pay out for any property damage that you caused where you're at fault. Other couple components of auto insurance, you're going to have what's called uninsured and underinsured. So where that's going to come into play is, let's say somebody hits you and they don't have insurance for whatever reason at that point, but more commonly is the underinsured, where something happens, there's property damage or there's physical harm and bodily injury that happens and they do not have enough insurance to pay for that. Your policy is then going to pay out under that underinsured motorist. Then you get into things like physical damage, comprehensive and collision, which have a deductible. Those are going to cover your vehicle in the instance that something happens to that vehicle, whether that's you hit a deer, a tree falls on it, or you get into a collision and there's an accident. Second question up was, what is the cost of health insurance? There's so many different factors that can go into that, from age to your gender to health conditions to height, weight. All these things go into the cost of health insurance. So that can be all over the place. So if you have a question, just let us know on that. Third question is, should I carry life insurance? The answer to that is yes. A lot of people try to wait until, well, I'm not married yet, I don't really need that, or I'm married but we don't have children yet, I don't really worry about that, or I don't really have any assets, I don't really have any debt, I'm not really concerned about that. It doesn't matter, okay? I'm a big fan of term insurance, and it's fairly inexpensive the younger you are and the healthier you are, obviously. If you can get a good long-term policy when you're younger and hold on to that. So something might happen down the road where all of a sudden you become uninsurable and you didn't have the insurance before and you can't get it now. You might own a business, you might have a partner in a business, getting something in place from a buy-sell standpoint to where your spouse doesn't have to come up with that money to buy out the partner or vice versa. So life insurance is, should I have life insurance? Yes, everybody should have life insurance. Even if you're single, get this a small policy. It costs money to die, okay? You have a funeral, to go through that whole process. Don't put that burden on your family or your friends or somebody else. Just get, even if you just get a $50,000 term policy or $20,000 death benefit term policy, at least it's something that'll help cover those expenses. So those are kind of the main three questions that the internet tells me people are asking, so there's your answers.